Check this out. We're looking at Shib against the dollar. This is Saturday morning, 9:52 California time, Pacific Coast time. This is live. The chart you see here is live. What we're seeing here is over on the 7th of October, where we saw the explosion of this coin, this crypto coin, going up to 4 zeros. I'm just going to take the zeros out and just call it 36.94. When we go to 36.94, and we just had that explosion, and of course had some bunch of profit taking going on here. Then what do we see here on the 8th? Yesterday we saw a bunch of people just jumping into the hype and everything. So it's kind of just consolidating right now. And what I did was I put up a Fibonacci and the retracement here, and we know that key level here at 0.618 is somewhere around 1915. It could get down to that level, but I'm thinking more realistically it should bounce somewhere around the 2033 or 2000 mark and then bounce up if it goes down that low. But if you see the blue lines here, these are broadening formation lines that I put in as per the strat. I really don't use a Fibonacci that much, but just kind of double check just to see if I'm within the ballpark. But I don't trade off of it, but it's a good tool just to kind of just look at things, at possibilities of where support and resistance levels might be. So that's why I have it up. So I don't use it, I don't trade off it, so I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of it. But the level I came up with at that point was well below the broadening line here. We see we've already dipped underneath of it, and we're still underneath of it here at 2469 or 2472, and it's still signaling a buy. And who knows where this thing's going to go. I mean, there's so much talk about it right now. That's why I'm making this video, because everyone's jumping on the bandwagon. Could this be another Doge? Possibly. Could it bounce and then just kind of just go away into oblivion, or will it just go to the moon like everybody's saying? We'll see what happens. But as cheap as it is, and I'm not your financial advisor and I'm not giving financial advice, but as cheap as it is, you could throw a little bit at it just to, kind of a lottery kind of pick. You put whatever you can afford to lose, and that's how you got to look at it. If you can lose $100, and put $100 in there. If it's not going to hurt you, put $100 in there and see what happens. If the thing goes up to $1 or something, then you're sitting on a good amount of change. But what we're seeing here again is just this, after this huge jump all the way from here, from the 4th, and it just jumped, went mad crazy. Of course, these people who are buying here, or even back here, pulling profits. I don't blame them. They were making huge returns. And we're seeing now, consolidation. And we'll continue to see what's happening. And if we use the strat method, what we're seeing here in this day is it's an outside to the top, but barely. It barely went across the previous day's high, but it retraced back. And it's kind of moving back up, but we'll see what happens. If this thing goes below this, which then that will be a number 3 in the strat method, where it beats the high and beats the low of the previous day's candle. And that's what we have to look at. If not, then who knows, this tomorrow, if this begins the day here and goes up, we will continue with this trend. We will continue with this uptrend. But again, we're going to see a lot of buying and selling. That's what we're seeing here. A lot of buyers coming in, a lot of sellers going out taking profits. Don't blame them. These guys made 200-300%, even more. Why not? Take some off. So what you want to do, again, with any investment, being Bitcoin, be it a stock market, is always look at the risk. What are you willing to lose? Because you're going to lose. 90% of traders lose. So what you want to do is just, what are you comfortable with losing? Especially in this kind of a market with these cryptos coming out of nowhere, and you're going to see them. And especially if this thing ends up on Robinhood, which I hear, it's going to explode, because you're going to have all the novice traders in again, and we're going to see the same thing happen like AMC, GME. You're going to have all these groups coming together and pushing this thing. But either way, like I said, if you got a few bucks, throw it at it. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. Worst case scenario, you lose the money that you put in. Best case scenario, 10, 20, 30 times over wherever this thing's going. But anyway, I just want to make this video for you. I mean, this is just hype the last few days, and I haven't even looked at this thing until yesterday and started doing some research. So anyway, trade smart, trade wisely, learn, teach yourself, get a mentor. If you want to trade for a living, you've got to study and you got to put the work in. And this is what you got to do. Just study the charts, learn the strat. That's the best method out there. And have a great day and pleasant trading, guys.